back. Hey everyone, how's it going? We are ATX VGC and welcome to our Monday Night Friendlies. You're here tonight. My name is Gems. Above me we have Chase or Tiki. We also have in the upper left Roller Coaster. And finally rounding out our commentating team tonight, we've got Nibs. How's it going? Hey, we got some, we got Rozzy in the chat, we got White Tigers in the chat, Professor Ragnar in the chat, all hanging out. Super excited. We have a really fun set of Monday Night Friendlies tonight for y'all. Real quick, how is these sounds sounding? We're in a totally new sound setup, so I want to make sure everything sounds good. I know we got a little bit of feedback going right now. It's some room noise we can't fully take care of, but is the music
I'll try to have that fixed.
Yeah, we're working on it. But how is the music level good? I know there's a little bit of a delay.
Rozzy said we got background noise.
Yeah, I know we got some background noise, which is unfortunate. But tonight we are super excited. We've got 4 more ATX VGC Monday Night Friendlies. In our first matchup, we're gonna have Nibs against Tiger. White Tiger in chat. White Tigers. So in the second game, we're gonna have Professor Ragnar versus Justin Snores. And then in the third matchup, I believe we have got myself versus Rowan. And then in the final matchup of the night, we have Sir Wilson versus Amy. Is it possible to join? Sorry, Bat. And not for tonight, but for next week, there's definitely gonna be time to sign up. I know that you are in our Discord, so the announcement goes out on Thursday mornings. Yeah. So in the Discord there, the announcement goes out on Thursday mornings at, I believe, 11 a.m., and then those sign-ups stay open until Sunday nights at 8 p.m. So we should have between 4 and 5 battles-ish, yeah. Yeah, we'd love to have you battle next week. Super excited. So with that, we are, does anyone else want to say anything in the opening before we go ahead and get jumping in with Nibs versus Tigers?
Good luck, Tigers.
Alright, so we're going to throw it to our BRB screen real quick while we get all of our audio visual switched over, and then Nibs will go ahead and join. Oh yeah, it is 1 week left before the start of Series 6. As Sir Wilson was pointing out, we are going to actually have one more set on Series 6. Next Monday the 31st is still Series 5, so we'll have one more round of Series 5, and then we'll be kicking off for, I think, like 9 or 10 weeks of Series 6 before that rule set changes up. So, awesome. We're going to throw to BRB, and we'll be right back with y'all in just a second. Alright, and we're back. We're going to have the same 2 commentators here. We have got Justin Snores versus Professor Ragnar. Super excited about this set. I know that Justin's been wanting to test out a new team. We got some cheers for Ragnar in the chat with the double emoji. We know that last week Professor Ragnar beat me with double on stream. See, looks like they're looking... Oh, looks like we might be using the same double team again. Oh, do I not have you, Chase? Did we lose Chase's audio? Hey Chase, can you hear us? We might be experiencing a slight audio issue. It looks like Chase might have gotten muted in the chat. Let me see if I can unmute. Hey Chase, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Alright, I think that we just got a little messed up in getting muted in the chat. But we seem to have everything back together. So here we're seeing the same team from Professor Ragnar this week as we saw last week with that double that I know can be deadly and can lead to some very long games, especially if you're going to end up in a double versus Milotic game.
I feel like we haven't seen this Colossal team before. It looks very brand new.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is different. But I guess we'll see. Is this the exact same team that we saw previously? Is it in the same order, or are we gonna see some? I think that this is in a different order. We might be seeing a different composition, but the same 6.
Interesting. I know a lot of players have been ever since the first round of Players Cup that released, or like the qualifying for the finals.
Yeah.
And Santi released his original rental code. A lot of players have been playing around with this 6, myself included. A lot of the changes that I've been seeing are things like not using Assault Vest on the Incineroar, not using Choice Band on the Rillaboom, changing the Togekiss potentially to like Scope Lens, Focus Sash, Dragapult, all these different options for this team. But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, so right off the bat, we see Colossal, the once well-trained, and Dragapult, the Mistdrifter here.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say,
first.
into Amoonguss and Gyarados.
So I believe this is the rental code because Dragapult the Mistdrifter was what Santiago is using in the Players' Cup.
Gotcha.
That's just the one random thing I remembered from watching the Players' Cup games that I was like, that's a cool Dragapult name.
Yeah, it's interesting to know whether this is the first iteration of this rental code or the second as well. We do know that Santiago changed it up between the two, between the qualifying rounds and the finals that aired this last weekend.
I will say this is kind of funny seeing Assault Vest Gyarados and Kobe Amoonguss versus the Colbur Dragapult and Weakness Policy Colossal, as this was the exact same 4 Pokemon with the same 4 items as the first game of the Players' Cup stream on Saturday.
Yeah, so here right off the bat we see a Dynamax turn 1 coming out from this Gyarados. We actually see in the chat Nibs used the first variant, so he did not have the ally switch on that Dragapult, interestingly enough. And here it looked like Professor Ragnar was really debating whether or not ally switch was going to be the play coming out here. And I believe we saw the Max Geyser targeted into the Dragapult.
That is a very bold move, but something like a Spore and... Oh, we see the Rage Powder. That means we will not be seeing an ally switch.
Breaking Swipe, oof.
Yeah, this is the reason that I believe that the Colossal Dragapult is so good, is because Breaking Swipe throws off all the standard ways to play against Colossal. You can't really use Redirection plus a super effective attack anymore from a physical attacker.
Yeah,
so
you basically have to be using a special attacker here, and we, at the very least, that Max Geyser, while not doing a whole lot of damage, did protect that Amoonguss pretty significantly by resetting the weather into rain right before Justin Snores goes ahead and changes it to sun.
Did my game lag, or was that not Weakness Policy Colossal? Oh no, it went into the Dragapult.
Yeah, it went into the Dragapult, yes. It looked like there was trying to read the ally switch, or just trying to set the rain into that Dragapult. But yeah, that Breaking Swipe is just super devastating. Like at this point, this Gyarados is going to really struggle because I would predict we're probably going to see 2 to 3 more Breaking Swipes to the point where even in the sun, a Max Geyser into that Colossal will do pretty pitiful damage.
Even something like a Surf and a Volcalith here is very free.
So we've seen a Protect come out from the Amoonguss. Surf does in fact come out here. So this will get the Colossal up to its +6 speed and +2 special attack from the combination of Steam Engine and Weakness Policy. Get to see all of the animation boosts.
Yeah, it's a good time stall tactic, I will say that.
Yeah, and then here is the Volcalith likely targeting down that Gyarados. Gonna do... that might...
a lot of damage.
Pretty close to Cole's range.
I believe it's not Cole's, but I believe it is Cole's plus Breaking Swipe.
Yeah. The Max Quake here, that actually did a little bit more than I thought it might have at -1.
Yeah, no, that's a surprisingly strong Max Quake. I didn't realize it does that much to Colossal.
Yeah,
but
so...
the real question is Gyarados in Breaking Swipe range at this point?
Yeah, without any Airstream boosts on that Gyarados, 27 damage probably is going to be enough to get that KO right there.
Yeah, I would tend to agree.
Yeah, and I believe last week we saw that the ability on that double is Fluffy, correct? It is.
Yes, it is.
Which is not what you really want to see into a Dynamax Colossal.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough situation to be in. There's not really much that can take any of Colossal's moves at this point, with getting the turn 1, like, predicting the ally switching correctly, which is, like, the big issue with, I guess, ally switch in this format. It forces you to make unnecessary predictions and get, like, a step behind in the game.
Yeah, so we actually see here Professor Ragna go ahead and withdraw the Gyarados with one more turn to max, knowing that it would go down to the combination of either Breaking Swipe and Coles or just Coles on its own. And the Coles comes into the Amoonguss. That'll be enough to pick up the KO on the Amoonguss. And Dragapult will be going for Breaking Swipe.
And that did nothing.
Yeah. It is dropping the attack there. Not that Double really cares about its attack stat. Double does have to be careful here because a Heat Wave will probably be enough to just take it out given the Fluffy ability.
Mm-hmm. And the one thing here with now all Colossals running Meteor Beam is Arcanine, if it does have Protect, can kind of wall it with the combination of Snarl plus Protect.
Yeah. Yeah, being unable to hit with that Rock-type attack consistently, like, every turn does give Arcanine that ability to just protect on the turns that Meteor Beam will be coming in.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure this double is going to be surviving this turn to get this Thunder Wave off that it's going for, but if it does, crippling the Colossal enough should be good enough to potentially come back with the Gyarados, but even then I'm not sure.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, here we see the double Protect come out as the Dragapult gets withdrawn, probably preserving for that Gyarados so that it can guarantee the Breaking Swipe damage later as enough to KO. So here the Protect from the Arcanine and the Protect from the double. What did this go for? One for the Heat Wave.
I mean, how much do you think Heat Wave does to Arcanine?
Less than Coles. I guess
you
it
think
is.
So?
It's plus 2 in the sun.
Yeah, I think it does like 50%.
50, yeah. I mean, that'd be interesting to see. It has been a while since I've admittedly never used Colossal. I feel like I should after this, but I think a -1 Heat Wave here is going to do significantly less.
Yeah, I will say I was using Colossal and just under
about
50%.
25%, yeah.
I will say I one-hit KO'd a Torkoal with +3 Heat Wave with Colossal in the sun, so it's very strong.
Yeah, no, for sure. Nibs wants to see a Meteor Beam come out here, so we did see that Heat Wave given the interaction with Fluffy, enough to pick up the KO. The Air Slash here just giving some additional damage, but putting that Arcanine into its Iapapa Berry range, bringing it right back over half. Are we going to see the Coles? I believe.
This is the last turn, I believe, of the Coles?
It was on the second turn that.
So there might be one other turn.
I think there might be one more turn, which I think is just going to be enough to go ahead and pick this up.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough endgame here. Colossal is just too, it puts on too much pressure early game for you to let it get off a couple of free attacks.
Yeah. And the Heat Wave coming out again. Enough to pick up the KO on Gyarados and take Arcanine. Oh, critical hit on the Arcanine. So breaking through that -1 on the Snarl. Arcanine goes for its own Heat Wave, which, without the sun damage, not doing enough to the Colossal. Or the Togekiss. And then we'll go down to the Air Slash right here. So, Chad really wants to see what the Meteor Beam animation looks like. Unfortunately,
the animation's really cool.
Yeah, unfortunately we're not seeing that here in Game 1. Maybe in Game 2, Justin might oblige us and show us the Meteor Beam animation. But even that, I think that there are too many Protects on Professor Ragna's team to have to take a Meteor Beam.
I believe I was playing on ladder and I saw somebody use Meteor Beam Lunatone against me. That's the only time I've ever seen it, and I'm pretty sure that person ended up finishing the season or whatever, near top 50. I think it was kind of crazy. Yeah, they were using Ally Switch, Icy Wind, Meteor Beam, Lunatic. It was.
Yeah, Mr.
It was
Big's talking
strange.
about using Meteor Beam with Power Herb on Lunatone.
Yeah, I believe that's what it was. Power Herb, Meteor Beam, Icy Wind, Trick Room ally switch.
Wow.
I don't remember. It was a very strange set, and I just like sat there. I was like, "What is this going to do to me?" And then
Yeah.
it did like 3 different things I wasn't expecting.
That's pretty incredible. So they said they got it from. So someone named Visually got to rank 1 with that Lunatone. So.
Okay, so yeah, so it was good.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was like actually like maybe it wasn't ally switch or trick room on that one. Maybe it was like just full on attack because Meteor Beam does raise your special attack by 1. I don't know.
Nice. Yeah, I did see someone make a comment about the Rose Tower LCQ where they top cut and they were surprised that they played more Lunatone than Cinderace
Oh.
in their run. So that tells you a little something about what LCQs look like. But hey, maybe Lunatone can be super viable in this format. So in terms of Professor Ragna's adjustments here, what do you feel like? I feel like the double just can't come given this Colossal, unless you have some means of KOing Colossal before it gets its speed boost and its special attack boost and the sun. It just feels like it can't come.
Yeah, I mean like the issue here is that like if you include Fluffy, the Colossal effectively hits 4 out of the 6 Pokemon super effectively, and the ones that doesn't hit super effectively, like Dragapult and Grimmsnarl, they don't put on enough pressure back.
Yeah.
So you just have to like, I think the play is literally lead Gyarados and then get the turn 1 right, which is maybe something like leading Gyarados and the double and just Thunder Waving one slot and Geysering the other and just playing the odds. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so we see Dragapult the Mistdrifter and Colossal the One-Swell trained again coming out from Justin Snores. And we see this change up the Grimmsnarl and the Arcanine here.
Yeah, I mean, if this Grimmsnarl has potentially Thunder Wave, then this should be great. But if it doesn't have the Thunder Wave, I'm not exactly sure what the play is here. But we do see the Thunder Wave and the Snarl, which is probably the safest play you can go for.
Yeah, so again here, having to play those ally switch mind games though. So we saw the Thunder Wave actually targeting the Dragapult, which actually will delay the Surf even if they don't ally switch. So that's actually a pretty that play does cover for the ally switch as well as just being able to deny the Surf super fast proc. So you're gonna be able to get this one Snarl up on this Colossal before it can get an attack off. So we see the Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
Into the Dragapult, delaying the Dragapult's attack, presumably, as this Arcanine is faster. Colossal avoids. Oh, that is such bad luck right there. Procking the Colba Berry from the Dragapult.
That's just about the worst thing that could possibly happen.
Yeah. Yeah, because now you still have the Steam Engine here.
And the Arcanine's probably just about to get Volcalith into another dimension.
Yeah, I don't think there's any universe where this Arcanine survives. So,
Although potentially it could go into the Grimmsnarl.
True, and
it
does, yeah, and the Grimmsnarl doesn't live.
Yeah, I just had the wrong target. That got Volcalith into a different dimension.
Yeah, basically either Pokemon was gonna be Volcalith into another dimension. So here, that Arcanine, from the combination of Surf and Rocks, is down to already almost about half.
Yeah, and it just gets KO'd to another Volcalith. So I'm not really sure, and at this point it might get KO'd by, buff Max Flare, because Max Flare is going to be, 1.5 times stronger than the Heat Wave plus its single target damage, and that'll protect you from the Gyarados going for potentially a Geyser.
Yeah. And so we actually see here, Professor Ragnar opting to bring out the Amoonguss. Gonna go ahead and he has the option to redirect. He can try and put it to sleep and punish. If you're gonna go for the KO on Arcanine, we can put you to sleep. Or I can redirect your Max Flare or Max Volcalith away and try and get a Snarl up here.
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
Does Will-O-Wisp proc Steam Engine? I feel like I should know this, using Colossal for a month, but I don't know if it does.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. That's interesting. Well, so it wouldn't be effective because you can't burn a fire type, right? Can you even...
Yeah, so I would... Interesting. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I've never tried to use it into a fire type. or had a fire type switch in. So, Rozzy does want to know any thoughts on which dimension that Grimmsnarl just got blown back into?
It's getting thrown into the Ultra Beast dimension to try to protect us from Kartana coming back in the DLC.
Yeah, it's just trying
That's
to
where it's going.
intimidate flamethrower, intimidate flamethrower, intimidate flamethrower.
It's got burning jealousy ready. The Grimmsnarl does, just ready for that Kartana to try to swords dance its way into the Crown Tundra.
Yeah. So here in this position, Professor Ragna does have his Amoonguss roughly at full, just taking the Rocks chip. This Gyarados also at full. But you know, here probably the best play is yeah, you have to be a little wary of the ally switch again. But I think it's you want to get a Max Geyser up here. You change the weather, you get control for the rest of the game. That Colossal is far less threatening. You're probably going to be giving up your Amoonguss to a Max Flare right here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's unless you get like a double protect potentially, there's no way of not losing the Amoonguss this turn. The one thing is, can this Gyarados do enough damage to everything else before?
Yeah, breaking swipes set it.
Before, yeah. I mean, it'll help because I believe it's Moxie, so it could get some of those back, but I don't know if it's going to do it fast enough.
Yeah, given the fact that it is going to be faster than the Dragon Bolt because of that paralysis, we do see the ally switch come out here, so I don't believe that Professor Ragna called that one correctly. We see the Rage Powder redirecting. I believe it was going to be a Max Flare anyway, to limit... Or no, going for the Max Vocalith. I guess, yeah, if it punishes the Spore play pretty hard. If you decide to Spore, you're going to be giving up 80%. We actually see, oh, it was Max Quake. Interesting. And
I will say, I think that that ally switch actually helped Professor Ragna, because something like the Max Quake wouldn't have KO'd the Colossal, and it just the Dragon Ball going for ally switch prevents it from going for, say, a breaking swipe.
Exactly, yeah. And now, I mean, either one of these two Pokemon are at threat of a Max Quake coming out next turn. It should KO either. We know that Meteor Beam is not going to be a move that can really be clicked. I would fully anticipate probably a Solar Beam. The sun is up, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. I think we only saw 3 Vocalists, so I do not believe it's up.
Okay. And then,
I want to see a raw Meteor Beam and no ally switch this turn. Just predict everything.
Oh, withdrawing the Colossal. With opting to remove all of those boosts, let's see where that Max Quake went into. Looks like it was targeted correctly into the Dragapult. Gonna go ahead and get the Moxie boost up to plus... Oh, did that live on 1? No way, right?
I didn't think so. Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah, sorry. It like, the video froze for a second, like, right at 1 HP. So, now without the ability to go for those breaking swipes, this Gyarados, I believe that's going to be the last turn of Vocalith as well. Gyarados is in a better position, especially given the fact that Colossal has no boosts.
Yeah, I think switching out the... I think a Follow Me Woodhammer just... I don't know.
You might not do enough damage and KO yourself to recoil on a Dynamax Pokemon?
I will say I might be wary of a bait and switch here, where this Rillaboom is just switching right back out into Colossal to catch the Airstream, and the Togekiss is protecting, or yawning, depending on what it has. We do not see that.
Follow me here. How much is a +1 Airstream going to do into this Togekiss?
This should KO, right?
We know this is pretty much fully supportive Togekiss, so I think it's pretty bulky.
Yeah, never mind.
It has Dazzling Gleam, Yawn, Protect, and Follow Me. The Woodhammer comes out. That's just enough to pick up the KO on Gyarados.
Choice Band Rillaboom is so strong.
It is crazy strong. So that, and it only takes half. I thought it would have taken way more damage in recoil.
Yeah, it takes 100 damage in recoil because it's like 370 or whatever.
Yep.
So just on. So.
Really well played by both of our battlers there. GG's to both Justin and Professor Ragna. That was super exciting to watch. Our second Colossal team of the night. This one able to come out victorious.
Yeah, that was a fun set of games. It is I'm kind of glad we're not going to see Dragapult Colossal for too much longer, because that kind of makes the format a lot tougher, like, to beat, because with just, like, the Self-Rock Aquajet, it's a lot easier because you can follow me, and Weavile kind of stinks, so, like, that Surf thing is out of the way. But, so we'll see how Colossal, like, kind of changes as the format changes.
Yeah, it'll be super interesting. I think everyone's going to want to try and innovate on it, given the fact that it just won the Players' Cup, and, I mean, it won the several ICs this year, I think, as well, with Wolf winning that one IC.
And it got top 2 in a Victory Road challenge when Aaron Traylor piloted it. So it's been a good Pokemon all format.
Yeah, it's super. And now that it has a much stronger special rock move, Volcalith can deal out a lot more damage with that Meteor Beam. It's just can't click it outside of Dynamax, really.
Yeah. I will say, Nibs, one more Weavile comment and you're getting timed out. It is not good, no.
Can you time out a mod?
I don't think so.
Right.
Nor would I. But I have to make the empty threat just so I don't see Weavile propaganda ever again.
Alright, so that concludes our second match of the day. We're getting ready to go ahead and cut 1 sector. I'll be right back as we reconfigure. We're going to have... next game is me versus Rowan, I believe. And Chase, did you ever send me that rental code?
No, but I can send you one real quick.
Yeah, send me one real quick and we'll be working that out on stream super fast. Alright, so give us 1 sec, we'll be right back.
Hey, you like that video? We think you should check this out, and YouTube thinks you should check this one out. Be sure to subscribe for more content.